Hello, everybody. This is Drew Thomas here. Before we begin, I'd like to say that I won't be bringing on guests for the stream. This is mostly made so I can break down the trailer. So, I will not bring on guests because that will just completely throw everything off track. Because right now, I need to talk about as much as I can with this new Zootopia 2 trailer. So, a lot has been revealed in this recent Zootopia 2 trailer. So, it has many new clips, and we also see many new characters, a lot of reptiles, and lynxes. That has me thinking, are the Lynx going to be the villain? If so, then what's up with that hooded creature from the first trailer, the teaser trailer? Because, well, what are they going to do with that Lynx? I mean, what are they going to do with that hooded character? Like, is it just thrown off to the side? Was it just a this could happen thing, but they just changed it at the last minute? I don't know. I think that's the mysterious villain character might, I don't know. It's a little confusing, but well, yeah. So we also know that Chief Bogo, or no wait, Finnick is going to be voiced by Tiny Lister, who was the original voice of um Finnick. So there's that. They're using archival recordings, probably from some old deleted scenes, and probably from you know or spots from the first movie. Basically, what they did with Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head, which how they're going to do that for future Toy Story films? Are they just going to recast Mr. Potato completely, or what? Anyway, back to Zootopia 2. There's a lot more to know, though. We do know that there's going to be a new song by Shakira, aka Gazelle, and the new song is entitled Zoo. It was originally called Get Up, but I guess they changed it to Zoo. It really gives off Waka Waka Time for Africa vibes, which is another song by Shakira. It gives off the same beat and same pitch, but well, it's definitely not like Try Everything, which is a inspirational song about perseverance, not giving up, and keep it on, keep it on. Anyway, it's a good song, but at the same time, it's not like Try Everything. Like, what is going to be the purpose of this new song? Other than, well, life in Zootopia is like a zoo, or I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we see this movie. But, well, it's also worth noting that we also got to hear more we got to hear more from the voice of Gary, what Gary sounds like, which I still can't fully pronounce his actor's name because it's a bunch of words I cannot pronounce, like Ki Hui, or I don't know. Sorry if you hear an engine revving. There's some assholes outside fucking around in their cars, and they're just revving their engines like they own the streets. Anyway, I didn't really know about this until I woke up. I woke up and I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And so I immediately went to YouTube and I watched the trailer. And indeed, it was a great trailer. Now I know I said I wasn't going to watch the final trailer. I was going to try to avoid it, but I couldn't resist. I had to watch it. So I'm glad I did. But at the same time, I'm still wondering what's going to happen with Zootopia 2. And will it be as good as the first movie? I'm sure it will. I think it's going to be a great movie. I think that it's going to be, it's definitely going to be Oscar nominated. Probably, it's probably going to be the next Inside Out 2, because Inside Out 2 is pretty big, and that didn't get a whole lot of hype. But well, so far we're starting to get a little bit more hype. I really hope that we do Happy Meal toys because that would be great for McDonald's. It would definitely get me buying Happy Meals for my free meals, which usually I just get a 10-piece nugget. But if they had a Zootopia 2 Happy Meal, I would for sure get it because I mean it's Zootopia. it's by far my favorite Disney movie now. Originally, it was either Mulan or Emperor's New Groove. I wasn't sure, but the more the more I got into Zootopia, and when heard that they were having a sequel, I soon faced the fact that Zootopia was the best Disney movie in my opinion. Now, it still has its story flaws. Like, obviously, there's the bellwether twist being a little bit, um, you know, they didn't, they didn't, they didn't build it up correctly. But at the same time, at least it was still a good movie. Honestly, I really can't wait to see how things are going to go for the people at Disney for this movie. However, before we get Zootopia 2, we're going to be getting Zootopia Better Together, which that's going to open sooner. That's going to be opening at the beginning of November on the 7th. So that's really exciting. Obviously, I don't go to Disney World, but I'm still going to watch the video of a ride POV if someone's able to record it. Which, knowing how YouTube is, there's probably going to be hundreds of people recording the Better Together ride. My question is it going to take place before or after the events of Zootopia 2? Probably after, though, because, I mean, you know. Okay, you're annoying. Anyway, sorry about that. That was just... This person decided to be a little shit. So, I blocked him. Anyway, not sure what that was all about, but okay. So, I'm still wondering if Zootopia 2, or I'm wondering if Better Together is going to take place during, before, after Zootopia 2. Probably after, because Judy and Nick are probably wearing their outfits from the sequel, and it's going to have bits from the Marsh Market, so people will get to have an early look of that. So there's that. Which the Marsh Market seems like this fishing village, part of Zootopia, where they apparently go fishing and they sell the fish. And fish is one of the sources of protein in the Zootopia universe. Because while obviously they can't eat cows because there's cow characters. I've seen a clip of I've seen a short bit of a Miraculous episode. It was all right. I mean, still not something like Bluey or Thompson Friends, but it's still something interesting. Of course, it's more female centered, and being a male, I just mostly focus on Thomas the Tank Engine or other stuff. You see what's crazy was I was a little worried too, along with another user, about Zootopia 2 being underhyped. But now we've been getting more and more and more Zootopia 2 stuff. We're getting plushes, we're getting books, we're getting stickers. I still haven't seen anything in Walmart yet. But looks like if I would need to see anything Zootopia 2, I'll have to go to Target or go to a bigger Walmart. Like Eureka or St. Louis or Washington, or definitely not Salem. Maybe Salem might bring in Zootopia 2 stuff by the time it comes out. It's like maybe in the kids' storybook section I'll see something Zootopia 2 related. Or maybe in the toy section. They might sell plushes, which I think I'm definitely gonna... I hope they have the Don't Worry Be Happy Judy, which is the Judy we're gonna see at the beginning of the movie, with her in the car chase, where she has this pink and purple outfit. It's pretty cool. And it just goes to show that Judy has more uniforms now. Not just one of her disguised uniforms. Her new uniform consists of a blue shirt, dark blue pants, and this bluish purple jacket. The real question is, will we still see her old police uniform? I mean, we'll probably see it at the beginning of the movie during the recap, because there's apparently stated to be a recap according to storyboard clips where they're going to show artwork from um, where it's showing artwork of how the first movie's gonna be, or it's showing a bit of recapping of the first movie. Like it's showing Judy testifying in court of what Bellwether did, and it's also showing a short clip of what Mayor Windancer is looking like when he becomes mayor. Now, most people are wondering, are Judy and Nick going to be a couple? Honestly, people need to stop freaking out about that because honestly, if they become a couple, they become a couple. If they don't become a couple, then they can finally shut up. But honestly, I don't care either way. Honestly, however, if I had to choose a side, I'd probably be more towards I don't know. Anyway, it's really nice to see the second trailer for Zootopia, or the final trailer for Zootopia 2. I've also saw that Disney Kids has uploaded a TV spot. So we're gonna start seeing TV spots. So maybe if I so maybe depending on what hotel I stay at while I'm in Branson, I might see some Zootopia 2 TV spots. In that case, I'm bringing Nick and Judy when I go to Silver Dollar City, which that'll be for the week before Halloween. I'm definitely looking forward to Zootopia 2 though. That's gonna be the for those who are wondering, am I gonna do Wickedtopia? The answer is probably. My mom has wanted to see Wicked Part 2, and my sisters are too. So if they do see that and I want to go see Zootopia 2, I'll probably watch Wicked 2 with them. However, maybe as soon as the movie's getting ready to end, like after the conflict is dealt with, I might head out the theater early so I can get my popcorn refilled and my ticket for the next movie, which I have Real Unlimited, so I get free movies. And because it's gonna be close to my birthday, I'm gonna get a free popcorn and drink. So this is gonna be my birthday treat, seeing Zootopia 2 on the big screen. I'm probably gonna see about getting front row. Honestly, I'm really, really, really excited for Zootopia 2. I'm beyond excited. Well, I'm not going to bring on guests for this stream because it's mostly going to be me breaking down the Zootopia 2 trailer, and then I'm probably going to be done. I'm also going to be expressing my hype, which right now I'm doing that. I'm expressing my hype. I am really, really excited for Zootopia 2. Like, I've been excited for this ever since last year when it was announced at D23, or when they made the announcement sometime in January, February. That was when I was really starting to get into my Zootopia obsession, and that was when I decided to add Judy and Nick to the Super Stationeers. So, speaking of Judy and Nick, I am going to be introducing them in a future episode. Six Flags this Saturday, indeed. Anyway, the stream isn't about Miraculous, but well, okay, you do you. I'm really looking forward to see what Zootopia 2 is gonna have to offer. I'm honestly thinking about getting the DVD of Zootopia, because so far I have the DVD of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Well, I have the Blu-ray combo pack. I might get the 2000 DVD just for nostalgia purposes. I don't know. Run, he's gonna get you. I've seen some of his videos. Some of his clips actually feature Zootopia in it. I bet you when Zootopia 2 comes out, he's gonna feature clips in that montage and his one second of every animated movie stuff. Anyway, I'm so looking forward to Zootopia 2. Honestly, I might see about seeing it repeatedly. So I've Regal Unlimited, so maybe one day in December I might go see it again. Depends on how well it does in the box office. If it does very well, I can see it being out for a few days. I first watched Zootopia on June 22nd, I believe, 2016. I remember I went to the Cuba Drive-In. They were doing a double feature of Finding Dory and Zootopia. I was mostly excited for Finding Dory because I loved Finding Nemo when I was a kid, but I was still willing to give Zootopia a chance. And man, I'm glad I did because Zootopia was just a great movie. Honestly, Zootopia's funny, it's heartwarming, it has drama, it has suspense. It's really it's really quite an exciting feature. Honestly, it's a shame that I didn't really get to have much movie nights watching Zootopia, although um I did see it at my Nana's house one time. I'm hoping Zootopia 2 might be better. I'm just hoping that they're not going to do like a lame Bellwether twist like they did in the first movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love Zootopia, but I do agree with most people about the Bellwether twist. Oh, yes, we need to definitely look into hotels. I have seen Chicken Little. It's honestly a good movie, in my opinion. Although I get why people hate it, I still think it's a nostalgic movie, though. There's like honestly a whole lot of Disney movies about animals. Heck, the first Disney character was Mickey Mouse. Um, I've heard about that guy. He's a troll. I don't give him attention. I'm hoping that our hotel will also have cable TV because I would love to see a trailer for Zootopia 2 on Freeform or whatever. Like, say we're watching Nickelodeon or Freeform or Disney Channel, we're bound to see a Zootopia 2 teaser trailer, especially since especially since the release date's getting even closer. Well, he's trying to troll people. He's trying to make people sad and uncomfortable. Don't let don't let him destroy your life. Anyway, I've been really excited for this. Um, Speaking of sequels, there's gonna be a Simpsons movie too. Honestly, I loved the first Simpsons movie. It was honestly a great movie. I first watched it when I was a kid, but I was soon forbidden from watching it because I started quoting the movie, particularly the point where Rod and Todd Flanders saying were repeating a prayer that Ned was saying. He was saying, "Boys, don't forget to thank the Lord for this bountiful." And then Bart just hits the window. He's like, "Penis!" And they just hear Rod and Todd say, "Bountiful penis, amen." It's funny. Yeah. There's a whole lot of animal movies for Disney. Like there's The Jungle Book, Robin Hood, Chicken Little. Sometimes I wonder if they're all connected. Obviously, there's Zootopia as well. Honestly, I wonder if we're going to get another season of Zootopia Plus too, where this time it's going to focus on Zootopia 2 characters. Like we're going to see what Nibbles does when she is working at the fish business. We also might see Gary and his reptile friends. Yeah, apparently reptiles are supposedly possibly outlawed in Zootopia. New Hopper. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna work on an episode bringing Nick and Judy to the island of Sodor. It's pretty much gonna be an episode where they're gonna travel on Gordon's Express, and then Thomas is gonna. It's basically Percy's mail car gets robbed, so Sir Topham Hatt is concerned about how less police officers there aren't. Oh, Hoppers, the new Disney Pixar movie. Now Damien is aware of the Simpsons movie too. So I'm thinking about making. I might make a future episode in November about the characters talking about sequels and how Thomas feels jealous that Magic Road doesn't get a sequel. But yeah, he's just a rage baiter. Honestly, I know about rage baiters because there's Soto Productions. Honestly, they do this stuff for rage baits. That's why Anti-Streaming Army was attacking me, because they were trying to rage bait. Anyway, hang on. I think I feel a sneeze coming on. Never mind. I think it's gone. Okay, I thought I was gonna sneeze. I was prepared. It's my nose is still tickling. I'm not sure it's gonna happen, but oh, never mind. False alarm. I wasn't gonna sneeze. Yeah, sometimes there's rage baiters who don't really care about how their fans react or haters react. So honestly, the hate makes them stronger. It keeps them, you know. Honestly, hate is their fuel. It's what keeps them going. Enough to where, despite the words that people say, they just ignore and they're just like, "Wow, these guys are pathetic." They're honestly trying to get the bad out of people, and you shouldn't let that happen to you. You shouldn't let anyone try to get the bad out of you. Everyone has their moments where they, you know, act like Mater. What does that mean? Well, now he's just trying to get people crossed because I mean, you know, honestly, honestly though, he doesn't know what good taste is. So yeah, you get two middle fingers. Ah, yes. Of course he doesn't care. He's a rage baiter. Rage baiters never care. Now, everybody, I'm going to take a quick cookie break while I'm streaming, so I'm going to try to talk not to with my mouth full, but yeah. Damn, this is good. I agree. Some people say opinions don't have feelings. Or say respect opinions or something like that. They're just know-it-alls. That's why I don't like Vion-styled users, because honestly, they always like to cause drama and shit. Especially with the fucking commentaries. They're doing it to cause drama, basically. Or call them out for stupid reasons. Everyone's opinion all matters. And they're doing this commentary saying, I can handle your opinion, but I think that your opinions aren't invalid. That's a way of saying you can't handle their opinions. Like, honestly. And I might bring Wyatt in here so I can kick his ass. And by Wyatt, I mean Wyatt's Train World. I know that, oh man, I'm sure that Wyatt is excited for Zootopia too. Wyatt Glover, I mean. I'm going to send him the trailer right now, actually. Just in case if he hasn't seen it. Like the Monopoly thing, so for those of you who don't know, McDonald's used to do this Monopoly thing where you would peel off these things on your McDonald's cups, or sometimes on, and also nugget boxes, Big Mac boxes, or whatever. And some of them might even win big prices. And they're bringing it back, so it's not really a scam. I do know that some person took all the winning ones and pretty much scammed people with that. But well, other than that, it's not technically a scam. Oh man, I need to watch this video. It's a video on Sanjay and Craig. Those who don't know, Sanjay and Craig was a Nickelodeon show that was, well, suck and foopid. Or stuck and foopid. Which I switched the first two words. I switched the first words around. In other words, I'm saying that is fucking stupid. For those who have seen Sanjay and Craig, let me know down in the comments because that was just the weirdest and stupidest show I've ever seen on Nickelodeon. I have heard of Breadwinners. Tina the Fox HDF loves that show. Breadwinners is the same amount of stupid as Sanjay and Craig. Nothing but toilet humor and trying to be overly hyper. Yeah. Oh man, the whole my reaction videos. Now I made that Peach Otter crying video not so people can make a my reaction video out of those, but I did it because I wanted to show that part. I might honestly delete that video because people will think I might have a crying fetish, which I do not. It's bad enough that people are accusing me of being a furry for liking Zootopia movies or anything with animals. But yeah. Yeah, Logo Kids. Now, I'm not like a logo kid. I mean, sure, I do THX logo videos. I have a hyperfixation on movie and film logos and bumpers, but that doesn't mean I'm a logo kid. I don't do like my reaction videos or it's pointless that it's where I just make it all stretchy or swirly or in a different color, like the Klonsky Chibo stuff. Okay, I call bullshit on that because, well, if you look at the article, it hardly mentions Six Flags St. Louis closing at all. Like all it just says is the company just had a money loss and Six Flags in Maryland closed down. So hey, St. Louis is going to close down too, despite the fact that we are getting ride repairs, new food items, new entertainment stuff. But okay, let's just close down the fucking park. Plus, they specifically said that they used AI to generate it. So anything AI generated is instantly bad. And trust me, I should know. I do know that anything AI generated is fucking terrible. AI cannot do shit with this world. That's proof that we are definitely not going to have. That's proof that we're definitely not going to have a Skynet. Because honestly, Skynet is a bad idea. Because well, if those of you who have seen Zootopia, or no, for those of you who have seen the Terminator movies, it shows that AI can be bad. Although the second Terminator movie says that maybe some AI stuff can be good. But I mean, AI cannot, it cannot make trees grow. It cannot part the waters. It can't do what God can do. Because honestly, that's why you must never trust rumors, folks. I have seen Wreck-It Ralph. That's actually a pretty good movie. Wreck-It Ralph 2 has Nick and Judy in it, so I'm not sure if I count that as Zootopia media. I feel like the only things that count as Zootopia media is obviously the movie Zootopia. I guess you want to make a canon, you do Robin Hood maybe because I mean a lot of some of the character designs for Disney films for animals look sort of similar. Like Nick Wilde looks a little bit like Robin Hood. They look a little similar in a way. But well, obviously, Robin Hood was based off of the stories of Robin Hood and his merry men. Then there's Chicken Little doesn't really count in the Zootopia cinematic universe because, well, obviously, I don't know about Engines of Eight. But anyway, I feel like the best way to do a full Zootopia rewatch is, well, you should watch Zootopia, then Zootopia Plus. You could maybe do Once Upon a Studio, although that's not technically a Zootopia related media. I mean, sure, Nick, Judy, and Flash and Chief Bogo and Kozlov and a few other characters appear in it, but that doesn't make it Zootopia universe because it doesn't take place in the Zootopia universe. Yes, if you want to make it canon, make it with bananas. Wreck-It Ralph 2 doesn't really count as Zootopia media. I mean, sure, Judy makes a cameo talking to Rocky Raccoon, and Penelope almost crashes into Nick, but that movie's terrible, so you shouldn't count it. I mean, I guess people could also say that maybe Disney's Wish could be something Zootopia related because, well, Nick and Judy appear in the end credits as a drawing. But that was done to show the history of Disney movies, all the way from Snow White's to Encanto Wish or Strange World, which I haven't seen Strange World yet, but yeah, Ralph Breaks the Internet was definitely a horrible movie, and I also had a horrible experience watching it because instead of having a nice hot buttery bowl of popcorn and a sweet tasty Barks root beer, instead my mom was poor and she couldn't afford snacks, and plus the popcorn machine was out of service. So yeah, they only had limited amounts of popcorn. So in the end, we couldn't get popcorn. We just sat there without snacks. We just not even a drink. She could have at least got me a drink or a pretzel. In all fairness, for Dear Evan Hansen, when I saw that in theaters, all I did was have a pretzel, which, I don't do crying reaction videos like Logo Kids do. I've seen some logo fetish playlist, obviously on other videos, of some of them showing clips of um, real children feeling frightened of a surgery coming up until the doctors are holding them down and gassing them until they're calm and asleep. It's just disturbing to watch that shit. I don't know why, but I think I'm gonna kick Wyatt's butt on Saturday. I was referencing a SpongeBob episode, that being Great Snail Race. It's right after SpongeBob makes a comment about calling Gary a lady, and then Sandy just stops as she's walking, and then she's like, "I don't know why, but I think I'm gonna kick SpongeBob's butt tomorrow." Then the next day of the Great Race, at the very end of the episode, as SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick are laughing, Sandy just comes down and kicks SpongeBob's ass and says, "That's for yesterday, SquarePants!" I don't think I have, but yeah. Well, I feel like I've discussed all I had to say about Zootopia 2 and stuff. One of these days I might do a stream where I just recite the whole script of Thomas and the Magic Railroad from heart. Like, I don't even look at the script. Maybe I might watch the movie the day before. Obviously, I know for sure that sometime in October I'm gonna do another Magictopia rewatch, where I'm gonna watch Thomas and the Magic Railroad and Zootopia. I honestly think I might do it tomorrow night. I'm not sure. No, I think I'm gonna wait till next week. Oh, speaking of dresses, there is gonna be a um so for some reason, oh yeah, in Zootopia 2, Judy's gonna wear this yellow dress. It almost looks like Belle's dress from Beauty and the Beast, but well, not really. Um, Judy's also gonna have her ears in a bun for some reason. However, I'm pretty sure as soon as they give chase towards Gary, that's when she's gonna have her ears back to normal because as seen in the trailer, her ears are back to normal. Also, I love how there's a callback to Tangled with Nick hitting Gary in the head with a frying pan. I thought that was funny. So the way I see it in Zootopia 2, Judy is gonna be more on Gary's side, where Nick is gonna be like, I'm not sure if we should help Gary because he's a criminal. There's There's also going to be a lot of chases across Zootopia. Like they're going to be chased around all over the city, like through the Rainforest District, through Sahara Square, through Tundra Town. DeviantArt has a lot of arts that I wish not to think about. Oh yeah, that train is actually. Oh yeah, that train was used as a key. That's actually a toy train that that Finnick is going to use as a prop. I'm sorry, my girlfriend just posted something funny to me. Oh man. Well, it's a shame that you can't go for this Halloween because they've canceled, because they've closed down the park. They're closing the park, Bugs. What? Suffering fuck a death. Oh no! I'm quoting the Six Flags closing announcement, by the way. Every time Six Flags St. Louis gets ready to close, as soon as the time goes off that they close, they play this pre-recorded thing that contains the voices of Foghorn Leghorn, Bugs Bunny, um, Daffy Duck, Sylvester, and I think Tweety Bird. Because it sounds like Tweety Bird anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Tweety. I mean, everyone knows who Tweety is. Let's see. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I hate the Loud House fandom, because they like to do that kind of stuff with the Loud House characters. That's honestly why I hate the Loud House, because of the fandom. Honestly, I thought the show was stupid already, but well, with how much stupid art people make, and the fact that someone made a whole War and Peace with Loud House, like a 2 hour long book about the Loud House, that just makes everything crazier. And you'll see Zootopia doing shit like that, and that's saying something, because the Zootopia fandom has a lot of crazy people like Borba, how he made the that one comic, the I Will Survive comic, where Judy is supposed to have a child, but she doesn't want it. It's weird. At least the Loud House is not as stupid as Sanjay and Craig. Of course, I haven't seen a full episode yet. I'd rather not, though. I don't want to waste my time with that crap. I'd much rather spend my time watching Thomas and the Magic Railroad, or Tom's and Friends, or Bluey, or Zootopia, or Zootopia Plus. Should I put Wyatt on timeout? What do you think? Should Wyatt go to timeout? Or PB&J Otter? Yeah, I would watch PB&J Otter too, because I mean, Happy Tree Friends. Let's not forget that, because I love Happy Tree Friends too. I'm still wondering if they're going to make more Happy Tree Friends episode. Honestly, I would also prefer the Ghost of Molly McGee over, The Simpsons. I'm not a fan of the Ghost of Molly McGee like Conjunction is, but well, I still think it's a pretty alright show. Yes, I said that. It's not that bad of a show. Honestly, I can see why people wanted it to be continued, because I mean, I've seen the first half of the first episode. Honestly, it's a pretty interesting show. Big City Greens, I've heard, is interesting. That's what a theory states, anyway. Some people say that Zootopia takes place in this universe where humans became extinct, so animals eventually developed ways to become more modern. Hence why they built the city. Anyway, Wander Over Yonder is a pretty good show too. It was a good show from my childhood. I kind of wish that Disney Plus would put the House of Mouse on there, but for some reason, because it has Tarzan characters and and their partnership with Tarzan expired, they're not putting it on Disney Plus. Why? Oh, your brother thought you were gonna have a crush on Judy Hopps. Honestly, though, I'm gonna be honest here. I was originally thinking of putting Mark and Judy Hopps together in a relationship, but I decided against it. Well, Disney uses other people's properties, like obviously, um, okay, obviously, Rodgers and Hammerstein, Cinderella is one. That was made by Rodgers and Hammerstein, and then Mickey Mouse was actually inspired by a character named Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and then obviously, Winnie the Pooh was made by A. Millen or whatever his or her name it was. But yeah, I've heard about the King and I. I haven't seen it yet though. Um, of course, I mostly watch the movies. I mostly watch is obviously Zootopia, Thomas and the Magic Railroad, anything Disney Pixar. Um, for those of you who are wondering about my opinion on Frozen, I actually do like Frozen. I used to hate it, that is true, but then I became neutral, and then I just started to like it. Frozen, honestly, is a pretty good movie. Uh, Alice in Wonderland is a pretty good movie, although it makes me feel depressed because of the song Very Good Advice. It's so fucking sad. Like, I love Alice in Wonderland. It's a great movie. It's a masterpiece. But at the same time, it's depressing and it's weird. I mean, it's supposed to be weird, but it's also depressing because Alice cries twice in the movie. The first time is when she's too big to go through the door to Wonderland. And then the second time she cried was obviously Very Good Advice. Okay, Dumbo song Baby Mine was pretty sad. Yeah. And obviously it has that pink elephant scene. Disney had a lot of problematic stuff back in its days. Like Lady and the Tramp had some problematic scenes. Peter Pan, that has a whole racist song in it. That being What Made the Red Man Red. That song is just, at least it's not like Song of the South, which I haven't seen Song of the South, but well, apparently it's racist. Um, I know that the Song of the South licensing for Splash Mountain had to get removed and replaced with Tiana's Bayou Adventure from Princess and the Frog, but yeah. Well, yeah, the crows were stereotypes too. The crows were stereotypes from what I've heard and seen. Disney had a big thing for stereotypes. Yeah. That was of course back then. Now Disney's like, we can't do that anymore. Some people are saying that Disney has gone woke, and I can see why. Although when you think about it, anyone could play Ariel, regardless of what race, what color you are, anyone could play Ariel. So honestly, I mean, Snow White obviously has to be played by someone white because I mean, it's literally named Snow White. Honestly, I didn't mind the Little Mermaid movie. I actually saw it playing at JB Smokehouse, aka the Thug Tug at Six Flags. I call it the Thug Tug sometimes because White's Train World. Um, Mulan was the fucking shit. I love Mulan. That's one of my favorite Disney musicals. In fact, my favorite Disney musical of all time. Considering that they have only had a few songs, like there's there is there's Honor to Us All, Make a Man Out of You, okay, Let's Get Down to Business, A Girl Worth Fighting For, True to Your Heart. Oh, let's not forget Reflection. Honestly, though, Reflection is a little bit is somewhat forgettable, but it's not like the worst song. Heck, Mulan songs are great. The Emperor's New Groove, those were some good Disney. That's like a Disney childhood classic for me. I loved The Emperor's New Groove. Honestly, I also love Equal Kronk's New Groove. I fucking love that one. In fact, sometimes on occasion, we'll sing "Feel Like a Million" from that movie. Speaking of Kronk, Patrick Warburton as Mayor Windancer is a great idea. Now, don't get me wrong, J.K. Simmons as Mayor Lionheart was fun, but at the same time, Mayor Lionheart is incarcerated, and well, so is Bellwether. Yeah, Judy and Nick definitely had a sting for arresting mayors. I just hope that Windancer doesn't do anything terrible enough to where he gets arrested. I doubt it, though. I mean, sure, Judy and Nick had arrested two mayors in the same movie, but at the same time, no way. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, he was in Home on the Range. He played a horse, and he played a alien on Chicken Little. He was in The Wild. I forgot he was in The Wild. We all know him as Joe Swanson. Hey Peter. Um, he also voiced a railroad. He voiced a railway caboose in the movie Little Engine That Could, the 2011 adaptation. He voiced a railroad caboose. But yeah, you're fired, Wyatt. You're fired. Anyway, Wyatt, if Wyatt keeps playing tricks on me, one of these days I might bring him on Catwoman's whip. Anyway, what else did Patrick Warburton voice on? I said Joe Swanson. He voiced a lot of Disney characters. Obviously the caboose from The Legend That Could. Um, oh yeah, Ken and B movie. I fucking loved him as Ken. He was hilarious. Honestly, just hearing his voice as Ken just cracks me up, especially when he's yelling. And by the way, I prefer artificial sweeteners made by men. I know it's got an aftertaste. I like it. That bit just cracks me up. Honestly, I wish there's like a whole movie on Ken. He voiced a character on Space Chimps, which that movie was underrated and no one really talks about that. I've only seen like some of that movie. I know it involves an alien being dipped in cum. It's not really cum, it's more of like concrete. Sorry you had to hear that, folks. Tell you what, we're gonna wrap things up here. So hopefully Zootopia 2 will be the best damn movie of the year. Hopefully it gets an Oscar. I mean, Zootopia, the first one, got an Oscar, I'm pretty sure. So I have no doubt that Zootopia 2 is going to win. I'm just hoping that's going to be the best movie of the year, because that would be amazing. Anyway, I think that's all for the stream. So like, subscribe to the channel as usual, and don't forget to click the bell icon for notifications. And also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my friend Wyatt's Train World, and my friend S&C Railway Lines, and his other channel, Chance Railway Lines. Yeah. Also subscribe to my Six Flags friends. Hopefully I'll get to see some of them while I'm up there this weekend. Anyway, this is Drew Thomas signing off. Good night, and pickle suck. It's called a hustle, sweetheart. Boom.